Next on AM 560, The Answer.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios. This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560. The Answer.
Good Friday morning. Amy Jacobson here. John Anthony and for Dan Proft.
Hey, hey, hey.
And we welcome into our Signature Bank Studios. I think this is your first time here. Tony McCombie, Illinois State Rep for the 89th District, House Minority Leader. And we have this little thing called an election coming up in 46 days, and all 118 House seats are up for grabs, as usual.
Every 2 years.
And so the question is, any hope for Republicans in the state of Illinois? Any House seats that you think we might be able to grab?
Oh, yeah. We actually have, absolutely. We have, unfortunately, I would blame the map, the most partisan, gerrymandered map in the nation. And we have 40 out of 118. I think we will. No, I know we will keep all 40 that we have today. And we are looking at five flips. So now that being said, the speaker is saying with the great 78 that he's looking at 5 flips, but I'd like to see that.
You're safe though in your district, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And your districts change. Where does it start? Where does it end?
Oh yeah. No, I have parts of 7 counties now with the remap. I had parts of 4 counties. I went towards the Quad Cities before. Now I go towards east to Genoa. So my districts, like a lot of people, I have 97% brand new. They were kind enough to keep my hometown and give me my entire county, unlike last time. But it's a good district. I kind of was trying to figure out how am I going to do this. But being the Republican leader, I now go east because I'm in Naperville. We have an office in Chicago. So I'm traveling in Chicago, like I was saying before. I'm here, I was here 4 days this week. So I have to
now, with the 5 flips, what are we talking? Where are we thinking that we're going to
actually
gain
all over
some
the
ground?
state? Yeah, all over the state. We have 2 open seats. So where you have Lance Yednock is retiring, and that's in the LaSalle and DeKalb area. He ran. He says, I can't serve my district with this progressive caucus.
Yeah.
And great guy, actually helped Republicans. Common sense Democrat. A local 150, great guy, and he's leaving. And it's funny, he leaves, and the progressives come out and say, "Well, we've done more for your district than you ever did," which is not true,
God.
right? Point in case right there. But so that's a seat there. We've got Liz Bishop running against a wackadoo who literally is. We've got hours.
I'm going to get a T-shirt.
Wackadoo, right?
Wackadoo, hashtag wackadoo.
Yeah, that's right. She's literally wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Literally. We've got
No, that's wackadoodle-doo.
Yeah. And saying how, we should police ourselves. Let's close down sheriffs and, white capitalist pigs. And she's not right.
Yeah.
And who's running against her?
Liz Bishop. She's the Republican candidate, and she's fantastic. So we're going to pick that seat up. We got Dennis Reboletti in the open seat there in 45, Elmhurst area. That's another seat there we're going to pick up as well. He's running a great ground game, doing a lot of good things. That was a seat we thought Jen Laddish Douglas, we lost that barely. Deanne Mazzocchi was in there, barely lost that
Hundreds
seat.
of votes, right?
Like 300 around there, 350. And it was also kind of a weird race, that one. But we're definitely going to pick that seat up. The woman he's running against raised taxes 7 times.
Yeah.
So
Another progressive.
You can't do that. You can't do that in Elmhurst. And I think that was a seat that probably Welch didn't necessarily. That wasn't probably his pick. But people are going to run. You can't stop that, right? Yeah. And that's kind of the problem, right? The left's going to run and the right's going to run, and let the best person win.
Now, let me guess. Abortion is the central issue. That's what you.
Yeah, because this is a flyer. Reproductive freedoms are non-negotiable. This is from Raja.
Now, let me help that question, because what can Republicans do as it relates to abortion at this point? Anybody that's running for office, no matter what they are, what power do you or they have no power to shift or change abortion, right, in the state at this moment?
This is Illinois.
Correct.
So there's nothing that they can do. I mean, they were literally running resolutions just to have another vote saying, let's kill more babies. I mean, that's really, they're obsessed. They're obsessed with it here in Illinois. But there's nothing we can do. the thing is interesting, and they have to have these polls like we do. Right now, today, it is the cost of living.
Yeah.
Right.
It is inflation. It is immigration. People are wanting a Republican who is going to lower your taxes and your cost of living over a progressive who is going to be a one-issue voter on abortion, right? We're Republicans because we believe in less government.
Yeah.
And this isn't about the incest, rape, the life of the mother. This is what's interesting. And I think as a woman, as the leader, one of my first questions, they were asking questions about abortion. And I said, well, let's just stop. A DNC and a DNE is not an abortion.
Right.
And I don't really get questioned on it because a man's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And because it's not. And they keep gaslighting that it is. And so, it's just in Illinois, there's nothing to talk about. And as for women, when they keep saying this isn't what defines women.
Right.
No.
We run households, we run businesses,
Yep.
we run families. We're trying to find health care for our aging parents. We're helping non-for-profits, and we're doing it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we run for office, right?
Well, what
Right.
about the post-birth abortions? I mean, Illinois is one of 9 states that have that. Is there ever a chance to tone that down or set any type of restrictions to 16 weeks, 20 weeks, 26 weeks, anything?
Well, what are you talking about, Amy? Didn't you see the debate? That's not that they say, They were like, that's not true. What are you talking about? I'm like, what? I was like, in my living room, I'm like, wait, Illinois. And it's regardless whether it happens or it doesn't. It can happen, right? And it does happen.
Yeah.
It has happened. I mean, we had even a
happened.
nurse from one of the hospitals, I think it was Christ Hospital, call in, and she saw it happen before her eyes, and then she quit later that day.
Yeah.
Because she was appalled.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We have to bring balance to
murder.
Illinois. In this position, we are 40 out of 118. Welch is power hungry. He wants more seats. The previous speaker,
He didn't.
He wouldn't want 78.
No.
way.
A headache.
Really?
No way. He wouldn't want 78.
Herding cats.
No way. This imbalance is not good for the state. It's not good for Democrats. It's not good for independents. It's not good for Republicans. It's not good for business. We got the rule of 60.
Right.
So he will not, Welch will not allow a bill to be called unless there's 60 Democrats on a bill.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. You talk about.
Far cry from Madigan.
That's right. That's right.
Why? What would Madigan do?
He
He
wants
would allow it.
bipartisan.
Yeah.
And he wants bipartisan
Yeah.
bills.
Yeah.
Even if that's one Republican.
One Republican.
Because then you can say, oh, this is bipartisan.
Yeah.
Because then advocates, whether you're a business community or whatever it is, they don't come to us and even ask for our vote or our support because
Right.
you have to have 60 Democrats first.
Correct.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And they know this.
Everybody knows
Wow.
this.
Now, but we did get rid of the grocery tax. I mean, that's
Well,
amazing.
that takes effect in 2026.
Right.
That's not going to help us now.
Well, that's right.
As a former small town mayor, you understand that they're going to find that tax somewhere else, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. They'll have to. They'll have to because they also, in this budget, took away a percentage. They raised the tax for the video gaming.
Yeah.
So you take away the grocery tax, and then the state takes more of the video gaming tax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now you just rolled out a bunch of proposals, bills that you introduced, ethic bills. You mind explaining what some of them were? I know a lot of it had to do with, a few of them had to do with lobbyists, closing the door on legislators leaving, going straight to lobbying. How will that help as it relates to corruption and ethics in the state of Illinois?
Well, they've been talking about passing ethic bills.
I know. I introduced one.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing this for
Yeah.
years, right? I mean, here we have right now a new speaker because of lack of ethics, right? But then you have a speaker come in when we're at the Bank of Springfield during the Me Too movement, who has a record of domestic violence himself. But here we are. We're not going to talk about that. If
Right.
it was a Republican, that would never have happened.
Nope.
But I think they're common sense, very obvious. So, for example, you donate to one of mine is you donate to me, and I shouldn't be able to use that to defend my bad behavior right? I mean, you're donating to get me elected,
Right.
not to defend my bad behavior because I was unethical.
Which
in
Madigan
office.
is using money to for his criminal trial.
So that's one of my bills, and they actually did give me, which I appreciated, a hearing in committee for that. So that's one, common sense. Another is, I believe it's Amy Ellick's bill from Alton area, that your pension, you shouldn't be able to get your pension, right? And your pension
If you're a
should
felon,
stop.
if you're
But it
convicted
should
of a
stop during the, it should
Yeah.
stop. So there's many times that the pension still comes through. That's federal too, but here in Illinois, pension's a big issue, and if you do something unethical
Yeah.
and then you're found guilty, you shouldn't be able to get your pension.
Where are we at as far as the unfunded debt liability as it relates to pension? What number are we at now?
Well, as inflation goes up,
Right.
I mean, this it gets better, right? But it's still 22% of our budget, and there's rumor during lame duck that we're going to see some pension rollback. We have to fix. I don't remember when you were in, but in 2011 when they did the tier 2, they made a mistake with the safe harbor. So
Oh, yeah.
with tier 2, I mean, you can't make less than Social Security.
Okay.
And so they're going to have to fix that piece. That'll be considered a pension sweetener, and which it really won't be because it's the law. But there's talk of rolling back some things, so that's going to raise the debt, obviously, and it'll probably be coupled with maybe invest in kids. So they're going to want to make it, so they want Republicans and,
Right.
and Democrats together
But 60 Democrats though first.
first. Yeah, that's right.
Now, why are you doing this? Because I sit here with Dan Proft every day, who just is giving up on Illinois, moved to Florida. I wish I could do that. I'm not, I have these things called children that I'd like to see.
Pesky little
But
things.
is there any hope?
Yeah, and that's it. That goes back to your question, right? It's because I do have hope, and I'm not going to do it anymore when I don't have hope. I love Illinois. Save bad policy. Illinois would be the best state in the nation, quite honestly. I mean, look where we're at. Look at our infrastructure. We have the best high education. We have the best colleges. We have the best transportation,
Infrastructure.
rail infrastructure. It's fantastic, right? If it wasn't Chicago, one of the best cities in the world, right? Save bad policy.
Yeah.
So I have hope. I do have hope. I'm selling hope every day. And now with this map, we're on a 10-year plan. It's going to be incremental change.
Okay.
And so we're looking at 5 seats this cycle. 5 seats get us closer to the map. Welch is going to be in big trouble this cycle. His own team, it'd be interesting to see if he's even the speaker.
Oh.
Because of the progressives that are regressives, I call them.
No, I mean,
Because-
they couldn't pass the budget this time, John. I mean,
Yeah.
they have 78, and it took them 3 times, and they had to break their own rules to pass the budget.
Wow.
59 fails. 59 fails. Break their own rules, suspend the rules to pass the budget because it's $1 million in tax increases.
Wow.
And nobody talks about it
Wow.
because it was 4:30 in the morning. Which
Right.
is
Oh,
normal
that's right.
for
Hey,
them,
that's
right?
normal.
Yeah, that's normal, right?
Oh my gosh.
So I never complain about that.
Right.
But
So you're driving around the state trying to help candidates at the House as the House Minority Leader.
yeah, and the message is, regardless whether you're in the suburbs, whether you're in Danville, whether you're in Metro East, whether you're in Metropolis, Chicago. I came in downtown to walk towards. Wherever you are, the message is the same.
Yeah.
I am voting. I don't know who I'm voting for president.
Oh, really?
Cost of living, immigration.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And you're a Trump fan.
But no abortion. I didn't hear you mention
No,
that.
No.
Abortion is
Oh,
not,
number one.
No, abortion is not an issue.
That's
I
right.
do not hear
That's
that
my
at the
point.
doors.
That's my
Really?
point.
That's
Yeah.
right. There's no one issue voters that we talk to anymore.
Wow.
no single issue voters. Interesting.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have an opportunity here, and Trump actually is. I won it during Trump. Republicans, they say, "Oh, can't win during a." They said for me because I flipped a D+6 district, and they said, "Well, Republicans don't show up during presidential." Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah.
They said, "Well, maybe you shouldn't run this time. Maybe you should run an off year." No, I said at that time, I remember, if I don't run now, I'm never running. I've got it in my head. I'm running. Y'all talk me into this mess.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We show up, and this is going to be a good year for us, not only in Illinois, I think, but it's we're not going to win. Trump's not going to win in Illinois.
But I think he might get more votes than he did in 2016 or 2020.
2.2,
yeah, but he's
or
not
something
going to
like
hurt down ticket.
that? Yeah. No.
He's not going to hurt down
I've said
ticket.
that.
Yeah.
I've said that people that are running away from him, I don't think this is the year to run away from him.
Yeah, in our polls, he's down, of course.
Of course.
But they said that Biden's top was like 48. That's where Kamala is at about 48.
Yeah.
And every poll that we've done has been since she was the candidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, what's your opinion about the new chairman of the party, Kathy Salvi? Are we headed in the right direction? Because you saw the fight. That was a huge fight that went down with Don Tracy and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You got the rhino people calling people rhinos, the establishment going after the grassroots going after.
Well, John, you know, once you get elected, you're the establishment, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the grassroots movement is, you know, we are the grassroots.
Right.
You know, people forget that. And I think you have to embrace – no, I know you have to embrace that and be a part of that movement. But I want – in a lot of us, especially in rural areas, the grassroots is still the door knockers, right? They're not the social media warriors. Yeah. That's what we have to remember, and we have to support each other and build each other up. Kathy's going to, you know, I don't know if any of us know. I didn't know what I was getting into for leader. I always say to myself, be the leader, she says. You know, it's like, ugh. Yeah. Kathy's probably feeling the same. It's like, it's a lot. It's, you know, drinking from a fire
I like
hose.
Kathy. So.
I wish her the best. I hope she does well.
And I see your billboard, you and Kathy Salvi together. And
I saw it the other day, too. I was like, what in the world? Who bought that?
I see you every day. Every day I drive. It's on the inbound, the Jane Addams.
Yeah, I can't figure
Rosemont.
it out. It's like, I can't see the paid for, and it goes too fast.
Right, but you see just you and Kathy.
Yeah.
It says Illinois Republican
The
Party.
new face of the Republican Party, right? Well, and that's always, you know, we are the party of the Big Tent, you know, and we have great candidates this year, and we don't care, you know, black, brown, women, you know, five legs, 6 legs, we don't care. We don't care. You know?
Good to see you guys are getting behind Dennis Rebelletti because I think he's going to win. I know he's going to win.
Yeah.
I know Dennis is going to win in that district.
Oh, he's going to,
you know, and the hate has no home, Elhurst. You know.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He's going to win.
Start talking to me about that. All right. Tony McCombie, thank you so much. Illinois State Rep from the 89th District and House Minority Leader. Thanks for coming in the studio.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It's news, opinion, insight. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
The following is a paid political announcement.
I'm Jim Karras, and I approve this ad.
Brad Schneider has spent a decade